Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to our last game of the quarterfinals here in the Armchair Basketball Summer League Tournament here on Armchair Sports on YouTube. Today, we have a matchup that I've been rooting for since the Wizards had that first round upset. And it's for the about dumbest reason you can imagine, but we have the first team in the 2K lineup for alphabetical order because of the number 76ers, and the last team because the Wizards is the last in the alphabet. Again, entirely stupid that's what I was rooting for. I acknowledge the stupidity of it, and then also still say that is what I've been pulling for ever since the Wizards upset the New Orleans Pelicans in their first round game, and it happened. Great. Also, underrated. We'll get into the game now after I do my little weird intro. We don't care. I'm doing something here, 2K. Oh, I'm gonna go with Ronnie Turnioff. um, why was that such a random name? I know who that is, but like, why was that? He should have put Michael Jordan. Okay. Anyway, the aesthetic for this game also top notch. I threw on both of their jerseys from the 06-07 season because I just had to do it to them. The AI era, Sixers unis, the throw on the Agent Zero era Wizards unis. I know they're not great, all right, but I love it. I'm here for the aesthetic of that too. So that's why another reason I was here for this game. But uh, another note here, Denver taking care of business against the Phoenix Suns, and by taking care of business, I mean having a very convincing performance. CJ on the wing, didn't want it. But I'm hoping for an equally great performance from that man right there. He can't get it to go. Rebound. Get it up. Come on, Embiid. Yeah, come on. Do it to him. And Gallinari with the steal. I'm hoping he balls out, and I want to see those two go to work in the next round. It's smart gets the scoring started for us here. But if it doesn't happen, the Cinderella story of the Wizards is certainly a nice consolation prize. Russell Westbrook really, really playing well. I had not watched the Wizards game closely. The one where they have beaten the Clippers to get here. I recorded that without audio to let them go. So I'd kind of been doing stuff. I have shit to do sometimes. So I didn't actually watch this game closely, but I do know it was a pretty good Russell Westbrook game. Inefficient again, but this team needs the scoring, and Russ has provided. The defense on this team has been outstanding, and that's I think been underrated by me in watching, especially that first game again. I think their defense is a lot better than maybe I gave them credit for. Jalen Johnson for three gets it to go, so the Wizards off to a fast start, 5-2. I see a lot of Kyle Lowry this game too. Hasn't had his good game. CJ for three can't get it to go. Russ picking up his first rebound of the night. Broken ankles on Joel Embiid. Not exactly a perimeter defender, so we'll give him a pass. Jesus, Russ really moved fast there. He was zooming. Jump shot, no good for Russ Westbrook. I'd see them take that one all the way to the rim. Um, CJ again for three, and he gets that one to fall. CJ McCollum, my favorite of the Sixers. He's my favorite player on the Sixers right now. With all due respect to Kyle Lowry and Joel Embiid. But I mean, he's my dude, As McCollum saves him from the easy bucket, makes Robert Williams earn it at the line. But this Wizards team, I mean, they've been playing very well together. Definitely a team that's better than the sum of its parts, and a lot of that comes down to their leader, Russ. Really a proven elevator of talent. His question marks have always been, can he, be a ceiling raiser, right? Everyone knows he can bring up the floor of a team to be a good team. Can he bring a team to a championship? I don't think this is the team that's going to prove that for him. I don't think they're on that level. But this run is very encouraging for them. Hopefully they can get off to a fast start in the regular season. Blake Griffin, Showtime, gets the dunk, but hopefully they can get off to a good start in the regular season and get it going. Um, and I didn't see you hit that jumper. I was messaging the All Father of our league, Johnny Knoll. Lowry trying to make something happen here. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Good defense there by Marcus Smart. One of the better defenders in the league from the perimeter. Had a bit of an off year on defense, but as Russell hits the mid-range jump shot. But a guy who you expect to kind of reassert himself in this season as one of the top defenders. Got a huge extension in real life. It'll be interesting to see what the Wizards do with that as a good drive from Lowry. Gets in the bucket. An alley-oop up to Gallinari. Great pass from Russ Westbrook. Good off-ball action from the Wizards here. I think they've leaned a little too much on Russ in the earlier games, but he's been able to do enough for them. Interesting if they can keep that going, this off-ball action and stuff. Jalen Johnson got a nice double screen, stagger screen into a three. So it's nice to see them get a little bit more creative with their offense, kind of grow together in this team, in this tournament, and maybe get a little bit easier shots. As you're seeing, probably a bit of a bench group here. Yep. Hero, Thibault, Maxi, PJ Tucker, and Hernan Gomez are in for the Sixers. And then it's Rui with, who is that? Is it still Smart? Smart's still in. Gafford, Thomas Bryant, and Russ. Oh, no, it's, who is it? Is it still Smart? I can't tell. Yeah, Marcus Smart, 36. I can't read these back to these jerseys. They cannot secure the board, though. So it'll remain Sixers ball. New shot clock. Well, I will try to get it in. Into Hero down low. Out to Maxi for three. Gets it to go. Great look from Hero. He could have taken a layup. Maxi the two. The corners get me, guys. It's another call I made from a three, and it wasn't a three. I err on the side of calling it a three, right? Because the three's more fun. But Russ down low got the size advantage on Maxi. Good defense, Tyrese Maxey. Great defense on the giving him a lot of strength there, but holding his own, playing above his weight class there for sure. The second unit for Philly has been very interesting in most of their games. Maxi and Hero do pretty good on ball creators, but for whatever reason I feel like, and I don't remember this specifically, but it feels like they need like a little bit better of a playmaker from that group, right? Hero's a pretty good scorer. Maxi I think's growing a lot. I could see him stepping up into that role, but as of right now, like I think they need this touch more as Hero gets the bucket to go. Um, but I think that they would benefit a lot from playing like CJ in this group or Tobias Harris, especially in this group, and moving PJ Tucker up to the four of the starter group in like the middle of these games, because I think that would give them a little bit more of a dynamic as Hero playing awesome. So if Hero's going to play like this, I mean they don't really need to change it, but I think that could give them a bit more of a dynamic look. Um, but that being said, I mean, they've played well in this tournament for sure. They are certainly favored in this game, but the Wizards have not been favored in the game by me. I thought the Clippers would win. So, um, why did I say that? I didn't have to tell you guys that I thought the Clippers were going to win. I could have said I thought the Wizards were going to win by 10, and I'd have been a genius. Or how, I don't know how they won by either. I just know they won by a decent amount. It might have been 8 because I think Lopez hit a late shot. I just watched the end of that game to make sure I didn't pick the wrong winner to put in this game. But yeah, Russ bringing it up on Tyrese Maxey. I'm gonna stop just doing my thing. Gafford gives the lead back to Washington. So nice first quarter here. Hero trying to set up a last second shot for them, working against Marcus Smart. Good screen by PJ Tucker. And Hernan Gomez can't get it up quick enough. He gets the offensive rebound, though. They're going to do a review for a shot that was so clearly after the buzzer. Yeah, yeah. Congrats. Wait, they counted it? Bro. Okay, well, I see why the review is fucking necessary. Jesus, they called that in at first. That's insane. That is insane. That's not even close. Alright, well, what are you gonna do? So it'll be interesting to see if the Wizards give Russell Westbrook a break at all in this game. I don't think they've done it yet. I think he's played about every goddamn minute of these games. But Maybe with Gallinari, if here he could take more of a passive role in some of these offensive sets, smart for three, gives it to go, trying to show Washington that he wants that big max contract. He can smell it, he can taste it, and he wants it. Um, but I think I'm just too weird for this, guys. What do you think? PJ Tucker, top two. Hernan Gomez can't get the rebound over Russ. That is something that plays really well in 2K games that I don't think plays as well. I think it's still valuable, but like in 2K games, Russell Westbrook being an elite rebounder, just in general, but especially for a guard, is so huge. Like I think it's hard to really quantify how great it is in 2K games because like that rebound there that goes to Hernan Gomez in most games. If it's like my Blazers, right? If it's the same situation and it's Dame sitting there, Dame doesn't steal that rebound from him. But Russ got it comfortably because he's such a good rebounder. That rating's so nice. He might even have a rebound chaser badge as he turns it over. PJ Tucker with the active hands, viable to recover it, putting the moves on nobody in space. You'd love to see it. Thibault's a guy I'd like to see take a huge step forward on his offensive game because I can see the potential there. He's such a good athlete. He's got a pretty good shooting stroke. I think he can really put something together on this offensive end too. I don't know if he'll ever be a good enough playmaker to be like a engine of an offense, but like they don't need him to be for sure. He's a great, great defender. So, like as we see there, so a bright future for Matisse Thybulle for sure. A guy I really like, a guy that I was going to try to steal in any Ben Simmons trade I was going to do. Well, that was back when I was going to give him CJ. They got CJ without having to give up Thybulle, which is just I don't know how. Um, but smart dunks all over Tyler Hero. So Washington right now coming in on a huge run. Again, just playing amazing. This team has been awesome. Like I think performed far better than any reasonable like thing that's what is that like or Splat. Is it Splat? Sorry, I don't mean to butcher your name, Splat. I'm gonna look at teams right now. I don't wanna be wrong. Splat. Sorry, I said Spal at first. I think he was a Clippers guy. I didn't mean to put that on you. You've done a good job with this team, but I think the depth of this team and stuff like that, like he has like six centers, like or that was the joke at least. So it's just like I don't think he expected to play quite this well. Wow, Robert Williams, awesome. But that being said, it is a testament to him to put the team together in a way that has worked so well. As you see, the addition of Gallinari, I think, fits in very nicely with what their team does. David Bertans, I kind of talked a bit in one of our earlier broadcasts about shooters, true shooters. It was the Denver game, I think, and how they've kind of struggled in this. And I think Bertans is, again, one of those guys. He's a true shooter, but like Gallinari's shot better than him because he's like a shot creator. And like the shot creators play so much better. They do more to get open, and it just plays a lot nicer in these games. So I think that was a good move for them, a really good move. They had to give up Denny Avdija, which I hate. I hate giving up Denny. I made the trade with them, but I let Denny. Yeah, I'll take Denny because I think Denny's potential as a playmaker is so good. I think he could really be an engine from the wing and a decent team defender. Actually, I think he could be a good team defender, a decent on-ball defender, a plus on defense, and then potential to be a huge plus on offense. So I think that's I shouldn't say huge. Huge plus is like what I give guys like true like elite offensive guys. So a plus, like a small plus on defense and a plus on offense. And I think that's a great like starter, right? So like I don't love giving him up this early, lottery pick for you like just last year. But that being said, where was he going to play this year, right? So I understand maybe why they're more willing to give him because they wanted to trade up to get a better rotation guy to keep Russ happy. So I understand the move completely. Griffin for three can't get to go Russ with the rebound. And if this is how it's going to look, I mean, I don't know if Gallinari is fully giving this impact to the team. I think the team just plays well. Jalen Johnson here at the three has played awesome. Great pass to Russell Westbrook off the back screen from Gallinari. So I was just about to segue from talking about Gallinari to Jalen Johnson a bit, first round pick, and throws the lob to Russ. But I like the Celtics trade. I like it for them. It was Bradley Beal, obviously, very great player, very tough to move on from, but also it was one of those things that you took advantage of maybe him not demanding the trade yet and hoping to get the most value out of him. And they did. And they got a lot of draft picks. It'll be interesting to see if they do anything with those specifically. They gave one of them up to get Gallinari, who scores for them there, up to 4 points, 2 for 2. He had that alley-oop dunk earlier. But wow, I mean, I've been gushing about this Wizards team, like how they're like, kind of fit together. I can see what's going on here. Tough-minded team too. Smart brings that. As they are running the doors off of this Sixers team, though. Like I've been like talking about it and stuff, and like I haven't been commentating the game as much like directly, mainly because I've been more interested to talk about these teams. I haven't really gone in depth. But I mean, this is kind of a bloodbath right now. Marcus Smart's going to take a breather. Gallinari's going to move to the 2. A lot of versatility Gallinari offers them, and a team that's so big, too. Passing to Lowry for the layup. Can't get it to go. Russell Westbrook with the stop. But yeah, this Sixers team, I mean, like, it's just, they're not playing good defense. 18-0 run. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. It's just, I don't even like. This Sixers team to me, I think is pretty well put together. I think maybe more so than they had been in the Ben Simmons Embiid era. Because I think CJ gives them some shot creation. I think Lowry's a leader, a good defender on the perimeter, a guy who can create his own shot too. I think they have now 3 of those guys when before they had like one in Tobias Harris, and he's a little unreliable, right? Lowry for 3 gets it to go. So finally, off the snide there. 6 minutes scoreless. That's rough. It's so weird to see them play this poorly in the second quarter when like Joel Embiid alone in this game should have 30. Like he should be hanging 30 on these things. Like they're so deep at center, but like Robert Williams is great. I like Robert Williams a lot. But at this point, he's not going to hang with Joel Embiid like this. As Robert Williams inside gets the advantage. Gafford, I'm not having him shut down Joel Embiid, right? Like I don't know. I'm pretty surprised. They haven't really fed Embiid either. They've kind of been letting Embiid kind of roll here, but he hasn't asserted himself. Robert Williams is a great rebounder, so his cleanup opportunities that like Jokic got is just not going to happen. But the Eagles scream for Blake Griffin, so they might go down 20 heading into the break. That's rough. Russ, deep 3. And they can't extend lead, but they have doubled up the Philadelphia 76ers here in this first half. Impressive game for the Wizards, I mean. Sixers, though. Huh. I'm going to have to watch a lot more closely on what they're doing wrong because, like, I talked about at the beginning of the game that the Wizards were getting that off-ball movement and stuff and really looking really good. But, like, they weren't looking this good. Like they just have been making shots. I want to see if they just shot a crazy percentage, right? Because I think that there is a little bit of that going on where they're just shooting really well, but I think they're just getting very good shots. And Jalen Johnson hitting a 3 to start on the setup, 62%. I mean that's pretty crazy, but not like I don't think that's super. I mean they're probably gonna fall to 55, 54. Russell Westbrook on Kyle Lowry. Pushes the lead. Damn, I thought he was going to make it. It just felt like he was going to make it. You know, everything's gone right for those. But we had a chance to push to 20 at the line. So not exactly an ideal start here for the 76ers putting them right on the line, not getting a clean stop. McCollum on the drive. Marcus Smart pokes it free, but McCollum able to recover and go to the line. And he knocks him down from the line. 18-point game. Gonna need a run here from the Sixers. They are a good offensive team, but I don't think that they are the kind of offensive team that can wipe out 15 points in 3 minutes. You know, I don't think they're explosive like that. They need to be consistent in these games, and this has not been consistent. As Robert Williams gets the rebound over Blake, but able to force the miss. And Robert Williams almost gets the steal. CJ back up to Blake, so good job on the scramble drill. Back-to-back possessions for the Sixers. You'd like to see them not need to scramble around and try to recover a loose ball, but they've done a good job of capitalizing all of those opportunities, as the AI for the Wizards hasn't handled it super well. And good defense, but then ending with a dunk on Joel Embiid. I mean, Westbrook hasn't been killing them, which is a terrible sign. I cannot stress enough how terrible of a sign it is for Philly that Westbrook only has 12 and they're down 18 as CJ hits the three to make it 15. But, like, seriously, like, Russ is needed to play awesome in these games. You know, even against the Clippers, I guess, but, like, in that first game, he needed to play awesome to beat a team better. And, like, in this game, it doesn't even seem like the Sixers are playing better. You know, and he's 5-14 too, so he's kind of dragging the team down in a sense. But like he's obviously the leader of this team. Good shot from Tobias Harris, cutting the lead down to 12. But like, god damn, you know this has been a rough game for the Sixers. Russ on the drive gets it to go. So let's see if he can become a little bit more efficient here. Only shooting 40% from the field. I kind of talked about this a bit with this Wizards team in earlier games when he didn't shoot the ball well. It's like they need a guy who can do the volume, right? And not like lose efficiency with this volume. Like if you're giving Marcus Smart 15 shots right now, like his volume's gonna look maybe even worse, right? Like the volume that Russell Westbrook gets at his hero, his three, they're warming up from deep. That could be key to them really getting back in this game. Johnson on the drive, good move from Jalen Johnson, the first round pick, able to push the lead to 13. Harris, jump shot, can't get it to go. Good look though. Offensive 3 seconds call. That's a rough one. Sometimes the AI forgets that they've been in the paint too long, which is funny because the AI calls it on itself in a sense. But hey, what are you gonna do? Maxi with the floater. He gets it to go. Good look for him. Back to 11. Russell Westbrook, jump shot, gets it to go. So even as he's tired, maybe he gets better as he's tired. You just need to let him run a bunch, you know? Just let him run up and down the court like 8 times to start the first quarter, and then let him play. He won't miss. A little bit of a questionable decision there from Maxi. Maybe just late. And Maxi can't get it to go. And Tucker, good feed from Embiid, able to find Tucker to get the layup. 13-point game still. Westbrook on the drive. Good look again from Westbrook. Really heating up in this game. So early in the game, it was a lot of his teammates playing well. Him not shooting the ball particularly well, but getting rebounds, stuff like that. His teammates kind of picking up the slack. In this half, it's been the opposite. He has played much better. Really kept the Sixers at their, arm's length, double arm's length. Embiid got to take advantage of this matchup here in Gallinari. Westbrook taking the last second shot. As I said, it doesn't help his percentages, but somebody needs to take those. He's got the best chance of hitting them for them, so he's got to do it. Point Embiid. Couldn't get the shot to fall. I think that was Rui with the shot, but it was a good look. Gafford. Embiid with the block. Good to see him wake up on the defensive end. McCollum on the drive. Over to Thibault. On the drive on Rui. Kyle Lowry's wide open. Just pass it to him. Nope. Get into Embiid. Turnaround jump shot. Can't get to go. Good look, though. CJ with a loose ball foul. Westbrook turnaround jump shot shows him how it's done. Kind of funny the parallel between these two possessions. Granted, one's a guard, so you expect him to make the shot more so, but still, 13-point game again for Washington, trying to hold on here. See if the Sixers can get another flurry. Embiid has the drive and stolen by Jalen Johnson. Not tight enough on the handle. Westbrook jump shot. Can't get it to go. Embiid with the rebound. Up to Griffin, pushing the break. CJ corner three. Can't get it to go. Damn, I wanted to see you make that one. All right. Still a 13-point game here. Washington trying to get a good shot here. Rui on the drive. Probably not the shot you were looking for, but good rebound there from the Sixers. Kyle Lowry has the three. Decides not to take it. Into McCollum. Can't get the layup to go. Jalen Johnson all over the court on defense. Really letting his impact be known. Westbrook, layup. Can't get it to go. Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Bit of a cold spell for both teams here, as neither team can find the bottom of the net. McCollum, and one. So McCollum gets another chance to knock the lead down to 10. .331 to go in the fourth quarter. The Philadelphia 76ers have cut the lead to 10. Gallinari has stepped in for the Wizards. Jalen Johnson gets the foul on McCollum, his fourth. That's up there. I think I've seen 4 fouls. I haven't seen 5 yet, but he's gonna go to the line to push the lead to 14. Embiid trying to set up, trying to get something going. Lowry for three, can't get it to fall. Thomas Bryant with a rebound. So this game, I mean, it's hard to see a path here for the Philadelphia 76ers to come back. Russ with the dunk, certainly not allowing open dunks. But Russell Westbrook closing out a very nice game, close to a 50 bomb once you account for a full game here. 16-point advantage as Washington's opened this game up, likely put away the 76ers. Just not a good game all the way around for the Sixers. Hard to think of a guy who had a great performance except for maybe Hero. Hero played very well. Embiid, I'm sure he'll end up fine on stats, but he did not look good throughout it. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he looked bad on the stats too, just because he's looked about that bad. McCollum couldn't get the shots to fall. Lowry, same thing. Tobias Harris was nice there in the middle. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a decent game, but just low volume for Tobias Harris. He had the rhythm going, but then kind of let everybody else take control of it. Russ able to get to 50. Hasn't hit three, but I mean, you don't really expect him to. I mean, you expect him to shoot 25%. That's a minimum. So I guess I shouldn't have said it like I expected him to go over, but it's just you don't need him to. Is what I was more getting at. Blake with the rebound and gets it to go. Blake Griffin I think had a fine game. Uh, Probably at 10 points. Is that 10 points high? They scored 44. Where did the 44 points come from? I mean, I'm sure Embiid has 10 because they've given the ball enough. I'm sure CJ does he have a 10? I'm gonna have a bunch of guys at like 6 to 8. Thomas Bryant on the dunk. Sixers are gonna take a timeout here, but I mean the game's over. I don't know what these AIs think they're gonna do. Springer here on the wing, working against somebody for the Wizards. I don't really. Oh, it's Gil. Fun story about Gil. I'm not gonna say it. I shouldn't. I shouldn't use the position, but God, there's been a lot of illegal trades. And can't get to go. Good poke there by Hero. Just couldn't get it to go in. Springer on the drive. Good look, can't get it to go. Thompson gets the foul on Springer. So, I mean, takeaways from the game, I guess. That's what I should do here. I mean, I kind of talked about it. Like, so, in the run that gave the Wizards this game, I mean, they obviously played well in the second half too, but the run that gave the Wizards this game, that awesome second quarter run when I was gushing about them, talking about it, like just like not realizing how great they were playing, like that obviously gave them the game, and it was just a lot of the same sort of stuff that I was like worried about them about, right? It was like, oh, they can't. What if Russ doesn't do anything? You know, what if Russ doesn't give them 50, which he did in the end, but and he can do it. I think you can expect him to give him 50 in the next round against the Denver Nuggets. Like, I think you can expect that, but also, is it like going to be enough from everybody else? They're going to be involved enough, and they were throughout this entire game. I think they were involved enough. Their defense again is phenomenal. Um, I'm really excited to see. I've had big rotation handles going to Jokic, who's been just phenomenal. Yeah, CJ McCollum's 3 for 9, hero, 7 points. He actually didn't have as good of a game as I thought, but he had a couple like pokes and stuff that I don't know if I count. Probably more efficient than I thought. Blake Griffin 3 for 4, Embiid 3 for 10, Lowry 2 for 6. Tobias Harris only hit one shot. God, I feel like he hit more than one. But yeah, just not a good game for the Sixers. Really, really struggled throughout all of it. But the Wizards, I mean, hey, Westbrook was above a point a shot. Nice. Marcus Smart, 3 for 3, 10 points. Nice. Jalen Johnson, great on defense throughout the game. 3 for 4. Nice. Danilo. Robert Williams, awesome on defense. Tristan Thompson came in, gave him some good minutes. Thomas Bryant, rebounds. Look at that. Gaffer, got a steal. Did well everything. Rui was kind of, this is basically, Rui's probably their worst performance of the night, which is saying a lot because it was like 1 for 4 with a rebound and assist. Like, that's not even a bad performance. But again, Russell Westbrook putting in a triple-double performance in a full game here, 50, 22, and 10, with only 1 turnover, too. So he's kind of cut out the turnovers and played very well. So that's going to do it today. We are going to have round number 4, is it right? The semifinal round is going to be, the first game will be the Blazers versus the Heat. That will be on Friday. Both these games will in a doubleheader. And then game 2 will be the Nuggets hosting the Cinderella Washington Wizards. And that will be short following after that game. So, in the championship game, let's see if the Wizards can make it to that. Will be on Saturday, and I'm hoping to live stream it. So, I'll be putting a poll for times and stuff. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you next weekend for the next one.